you go and you want to talk about it here every minute, this is the best thing I've ever heard. If I'm in LA, I'll pop by with you. We'll have a martini after.
Okay, yes.
So much for me being sober curious.
Me too. Or
You
drinking one day a
know?
week. So is this anything new? Look, our friends at the LA Times in the entertainment section who do insanely good journalism basically say that key evidence is going to be introduced August 6th that disgraced former attorney Tom Girardi allegedly spent more than 25 million of client and law firm money on the career of his reality TV star wife. Until now, Erika Girardi, a mainstay of Bravo's obviously RHOBH, has rarely been mentioned in her estranged husband's federal prosecution. Once a superstar attorney, Tom's plaintiff's attorney and influential Democratic Party donor and his law firm's former chief finance officer are accused of stealing 15 million from several clients in a years-long scheme. In the court filing put up Friday, prosecutors said the plan to show the jury evidence that Tom misappropriated far more than that his law firm or far more than they're being tried for, Girardi Keese, including 25 million that they allege he diverted to cover the illegitimate expenses of EJ Global LLC, a company he formed for his wife's entertainment career. Damn. Now, again, you got to prove that and Erika Girardi's attorney, Evan Borges, emphasized that prosecutors did not say that the housewife star did anything wrong and claimed that it was undisputed that Tom and his firm handled the finances and accounting, meaning that Erika had no knowledge that the money was being stolen from clients, which I kind of believe. I mean, would you question that if you were?
But I got to get under the hood of the car of the law because when I had esteemed attorney Ronald Richards on, I really should have Ronald Richards back. Sarah's laughing. I'm not like
I'm blocked by him.
I think you're blocked by him. I love Ronald Richards. I enjoy him. I enjoy speaking to him. I think he's a great legal
I
mind.
do too. Just don't ask him about his ex-wife, which it's like public. Apparently, it's a soft spot for him.
I mean, we all have soft spots. There's plenty of things I'd like to not be asked about, but we'll get into that too when we announce our next live show where there's no pleading the fifth. I don't know if there's a mens rea required for Erica's crime. I think just the fact that the funds were stolen and then given to her or used to her, I don't know if there's a mental state required. I have to get under the hood of the car on this one. I think just the fact that she has the money and it's dirty money might be enough for them to appropriate the funds back, I believe.
Oh, 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 oh.
Which doesn't mean she did anything wrong. I mean, I don't know if that's really the case. It's kind of like I just read this somewhere else recently. There was I don't know, a woman, I think like $1 million or something was put into her bank account and she didn't want to give it back. And then she's arrested now. I forgot the details. It wasn't exactly a million, it was just over a million. But like if you walked in right now and you opened your bank account and you had like an extra $2 million in there, you would have to call the bank, girl. Because I mean, if you don't, eventually someone's coming after you and they're like, you basically stole this money. You didn't ask for it to be put in your account, but where did you think the $2 million came from, babe?
I wouldn't have questioned him, I think, because, I mean, he's the Aaron Brockovich lawyer. He won that 100 million case back in the 90s when 100 million was like 600 million. So I think she could, I think it could be either way. I think it could be she was aware that they weren't bringing in the money that they were bringing in, but she was still funding her career. But I truly believe that you're not going to question a Tom. And I mean, doesn't this go to their love story? I mean, Tom must have been pretty madly in love with her, I think. I mean, he was cheating on her too, but I don't know. Those two are Bonnie and Clyde to me. I say this. I don't know Erika personally. You and I have met her. I love her. I ride for her so hard. I think he was the love of her life. I think he still is to this day. I think we're not seeing her with a Jeff Bezos because I think when the love of your life is 85, failing health, probably going to go to jail. I mean, I think you're pretty heartbroken. I don't know.
Yeah, listen, one of our somewhere someone said some bad stuff about us. I don't remember where because they do all the time. And they said they're Erika Jayne apologists. They're disgusting. This was like recently. I'm like,
Oh.
yeah, guilty as charged. I think Erika is a strong woman. I do. I don't know, if someone were putting money in my account and it was adding up and you gave me a singing career,
The
I
Marco
mean,
Marco thing never, I will say this, it doesn't make sense to me. And what I'm referring to is the Marco Marco dress up creators
yes.
here in LA, where she tried to say they stole $100,000 from her. They didn't, apparently Tom allegedly called in a favor, got the CIA to show up, destroyed their business for a period of time. These two men who have worked so hard, you know, devastated emotionally. They don't have the money to fight this. That part to me doesn't make a lot of sense. I really is like the part where I'm like, I couldn't do that to human beings. I don't know. Like that makes me think twice about her. But as far as a television character and a movie star, even though she hasn't done movies yet, but she'll be on Lifetime because they all are. She just is like gorgeous. She's stunning in real life. I love the attitude. I loved the Pat the Puss. I loved her with Tom. She's amazing TV.
At the puss. Woo. Love it. Um,
You want to do a quick Kyle Richards story or Rinna story or both? You want to do rapid fire?
I need to have a little more time with Miss Rinna. I've got some things to say about her. So, shall we do a quick, whatever this Kyle business is of yours, and we could
Well,
save my girl Rinna for next time?
Kyle Richards on Amazon Live this week addressing if she and Paris have made up after Paris basically, remember when Mauricio dropped that clip of why he and Rick Hilton had a falling out over business?
Mhm.
And Paris came out and said, Mauricio, you've been leeching off our family for years. She didn't use the word deadbeat, but you use my father's name, you've used the Hilton name, da. Well, anyway, Kyle says that yes, they're all beyond that. They've moved past it. She doesn't want any more family drama.
Yep.
They're all good.
Yep.
Uh, and that was it. And apparently her daughter was with her on the live, one of her daughters, and asked, who's bringing the heat on this season 14 of filming. And Kyle says it's her. She's really gotten riled up. Some of the cast members have gotten under her skin. She's really let them have it. And she's pretty animated, I guess, this season. So that's going to be.
Welcome to the game. Again, I think she's like Erika. I think Erika, listen, let's just make a statement. It's a real statement. Erika's had the worst season she can ever have. Whatever happens going forward on the TV will never be as bad as the entire world wanting you nailed to the cross, patting the puss, and going away forever. I think Kyle, when your 27-year marriage is falling apart before everyone's eyes, and you are having a lesbian love affair, which has been exposed to the world after the season when you and your sister went to hell and back. I just think the breaking up of your marriage and everyone wanting to know what is up with Mauricio and Morgan for the whole season, I think Kyle is like, yeah, I'm actually sick of it. Y'all came for me last season. I don't give a fuck. It's over. And I bet you Kyle is. And by the way, an animated Kyle, you're getting me interested, Sarah. You're getting me interested months in advance. We all know how I feel about Beverly Hills. It's my favorite. 5 weeks, guys. We got to get through this. And then this toxic bullshit of Teresa, Melissa, Marge. Do you know my friend Marge the Sarge? Do you actually know her?
I do.
Isn't she
Uh,
such a lovely
we
person,
got to talk
Visage?
Marge next episode because she's the one that's getting called out that she's in all the bloggers' ears.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll have to talk about that.
I gotta call my friend Maj the Saj. Apparently, we have a lot in common. Apparently, I'm on the payroll. Anti Teresa, she's on the payroll.